Hello and welcome to Teachable Tuesdays at Vita Spiritual Learning Center. I am Reverend Keven Kadel. Teachable Tuesdays are delicious little bites of spiritual principle and spiritual practice. The intention is that the more you learn something positive about yourself, your relationships, your career, your finances, the better your life becomes. I begin with a quote from the Unity movement. Thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. What you hold in mind creates your life. If mind tends toward negativity, you tend to amplify life's challenges. If mind tends toward positivity, you tend to amplify and expand life's inherent goodness. You feel and live more love, peace, joy, and compassion. And there might be some bumps along the way. If you're not consciously directing your thought, unconscious thoughts, habits, patterns, beliefs, they hold sway. If you find yourself in a kind of survival mode, that tends toward the negative. And negatives sometimes overshadow the positives. The past can be a challenge. One must learn from the past, but not live in the past. And one must live in the present, but be open to the most positive and productive future. To paraphrase Ernest Holmes, there is a force for good greater than you, and you can use it. Your mind sets the force for good in motion. It's kind of a bad news, good news. If your thoughts are negative, the creative aspect of the force responds with more negativity. If your thoughts are positive, the creative aspect of the force responds with more positivity. And the mind to which Holmes refers in creative mind is a kind of universal mind, of which your mind is a part. Therefore, your mind includes your thoughts, both conscious and unconscious, your feelings, and your intuitions. The more your mind attunes to the force for good, the force for good responds and co-creates a better life. And your best life is about attuning to the force for good. It's about aligning your mind to that which is positive and constructive. That means shifting your mind to a greater good, and that greater good is already present. It's already operative, it is within you, and it surrounds you. The metaphysical technology that really turned a corner on my spiritual growth is affirmation. Not just any old affirmation, but affirmation that is carefully crafted to join that force for good that is greater than me. And that means they are written out, and they are wordsmithed, and they are edited. And finally, they are recited out loud. Your consciousness loves hearing your voice speak spiritual truth. The format for these powerful affirmations follows the 4 P's. They are positive, powerful, personal, and present tense. Positive means that the affirmation doesn't have any negatives or limiters. It's all positive all the time. For example, you can't affirm away the negative. I can't say, I declare an end to this unhealthy relationship. Rather, my life is now filled with healthy, loving, compassionate relationships. Powerful. Use strong, aspirational language. It's kind of wishy-washy to say, I wish I had the energy to renovate my kitchen, rather than affirming, I am a powerful conduit through which the force flows with more than enough energy to fulfill every dream. The force for good is powerful beyond measure, and remember, you can use it. Personal, it must be for you and about you, and if there's an action step, it must be something that you can accomplish, that you can do, that isn't dependent on anyone else or anything else. And in the present tense, the affirmation is now, because the force is happening now. It's not enough to say, I will have a career of my dreams. That's not really an affirmation. The career of my dreams is mine now. That's an affirmation. So there's no mention of the past. There's no tripping into the future. Putting it in the present tense, in the now, it powers the affirmation with imagination. And finally, if you affirm something specific, always add that qualifier, this or something better. I could say, a brand new blue sports car is mine now, this or something better. As you write and recite affirmations, notice your thinking is less negative and more positive. Notice that you feel more love, peace, joy, and compassion for yourself and for all the lives that your life touches. I know and trust you are lovable, loved, and loving. Until the next time, farewell.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Teachable Tuesday from Vita Spiritual Learning Center. If you found this meaningful, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a comment, question, or suggestion below. For more information, you can visit our website at vitaslc.org, where you can also make a tax-deductible contribution to support the free programming that we provide. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so you can be notified of future programs. And thanks. We'll see you next time for Teachable Tuesday.